travel day. You join us just as we're about to head to the airport to go out to the wonderful Orlando again. We are so excited to be back, and it's sure to be one epic trip. So
I see what you did there.
If you haven't already hit that subscribe button, make sure to do that now so that you don't miss any updates and the videos that are to come. So, as our good friend Mario would say,
let's
go! That's so fabulous. It smells really nice. It smells quite similar to like I used to wear that years ago. Quite awesome.
I got quite a few of them that are like little robots.
Now, who's a cool dude? It's a look for sure, absolutely.
Don't think I'll be buying these, but...
No, but they could work well in the Orlando bright sun. Oh, for the price of them though, 308 quid.
Almost like I'm going skiing.
Big tan marks.
It's a Paddington merch, randomly. You can get a plush Nessie if you needed it, or a big sheep. Yeah, the Paddington stuff's cool, and you got Harry Potter, of course. Found Nessie. Take your shortbread quiz.
What else do you do at Scottish Airport? A bit embarrassing if we get this wrong, yeah? Oh, I wonder. Uh-oh.
That's cheating.
Do I care? Oh, I don't know.
Answers in the comments, what do you think it is?
Hey! Ooh, what do you think?
Musty fingers.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I was thinking this one maybe. Well done, yeah?
I don't like them, so...
It's not just for me.
No. There you go, what a quiz.
Nice.
Fun had by all.
I thought I was about to get a freebie.
Shocking. Get a giant box of Tunnock's tea cakes.
Don't think that's a good deal though.
No.
I would encourage you to go to the supermarket before
Okay.
before you leave.
You don't need to catch a wild haggis, they've got them in boxes here.
Animal cruelty.
Yeah.
We're so delighted the best sandwich ever has made a triumphant return to Starbucks. This is our pre-flight meal. It is snack time. We're through security. It is pretty busy at the airport today compared to the last couple of times we've just been kind of fighting through people. It's just found a little quiet spot.
I think Edinburgh Airport's expanding, so they're getting a lot more flights.
Yes, which is fantastic.
Busier. Yeah, it's a good thing for us because they've expanded the Orlando flights as well, so they're doing more from Edinburgh, which is great for us. But yeah, it means that quiet areas in the airport are quite hard to find now. But we've got an area that we always come to, which is on the other side of the airport from the gate that we need to be at. But
we know where we're going. It's not that big an airport.
A couple hours until the flight, so we're just going to enjoy some Starbucks goodies.
We are indeed, so swivel you around. So we've got some 2 breakfast sandwiches. I've got a nice chai latte. Mike's got an Americano with oat milk. And we've got a little lemon loaf slice as well. So very excited.
Very yummy.
That'll top us up, keep us going until we're on the flight.
We know we get plenty of food on this flight.
We do indeed.
Looking forward to it, especially that cornetto ice cream sandwich.
Yes, which looks like an Oreo sandwich.
Yeah,
much better than the vegetable ice lolly that was going on before.
Yeah, 100%.
So we will tuck into this and catch you soon. The most heavenly sandwich ever. breakfast signature sandwich made a triumphant return. We would highly recommend. We're taking a little wander along to our gate. There's no sign of the plane yet.
Oh, still got an hour until
Still got an hour until the meeting. Fingers crossed it'll all be
no
fine.
panic stations yet.
Yet, we'll see.
Still takes on time, so.
Yeah, it does for us. I believe last week it was quite delayed, and there was a message that went out to passengers beforehand. So, fingers crossed it's fine. So while we're waiting to see the plane arrive for us to board, we thought we'd take this opportunity for kind of letting you guys know what this trip is going to be.
Yes.
So we're flying direct from Edinburgh to MCO, which is just absolute magic for us. It makes life so much easier. And we are going to be staying at Universal Endless Summer's Dockside, which is a first for us. So stayed at Surfside before, really like that. They're really nice, modern, fresh hotels.
Yeah.
I think Dockside's basically the exact same, just on the other side of the road. So yeah, looking forward to kind of seeing what they have to offer. And this trip's a little bit of a different one for us. So we did kind of mention it was a little bit impulsive.
Spontaneous, very spontaneous.
So in essence, there were obviously, you might have heard, there's a brand new theme park which has opened over in Orlando.
And yeah, we weren't planning on going to Orlando till next year.
Yeah.
But
It was just too tempting, and I saw all the media previews and everyone just seemed to be having an amazing time, and quite frankly we got some FOMO. So
big time.
big time FOMO. It did start as a little bit of a kind of joke of like, oh well, we could go, oh we could do this, we could do that, and soon turned into booking it. So that is the purpose of this trip, is to go and have an amazing time at Epic Universe, which will just be absolutely amazing, trying out these new rides, just seeing all the new different lands as well. It's going to be magical.
yeah, we're very excited. We've been waiting for years to get this park, and as I
We've been
said,
watching all the construction, and just to see it finally here is incredible.
Yeah, and as I said, we weren't planning on going until about May next year. We thought it'd be a bit quieter, but then as soon as we saw people in the park, we were like, no, we need to,
We need to be there.
So yeah, tomorrow, or next week's vlog, we'll be at Epic Universe, and we're very excited. But yeah, it's going to be a couple of days in Orlando, and come back, but it's worth it just to get to.
So you may be thinking, have you lost your mind?
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit, but it's going to be amazing. It's going to be worthwhile. We are kind of questioning our own sanity, won't lie, but we got a fairly decent deal on it, and it was just,
We basically said to ourselves, if it's under this price, we can book it, and it was, so then it made sense to go.
And we get to bring you guys new content as well, so it's fantastic.
So yeah, we're very, very excited to be over there for 2 days. Epic, and then we've got another full day in Orlando as well.
Yes.
So
Plus the travel day today as well. So later on, our plans, touch wood, as long as everything goes to plan, is to head to Walmart and also to grab a bite to eat as well. Maybe do a little bit of a resort tour. We'll kind of see what sort of times we're at. That may all go out the window if we end up being super delayed, but hopefully that won't happen. But we'll keep you informed of what we're up to. Well, it's arrived. That's a good sign. Always amazes me how massive they look compared to sort of an ordinary size plane, or how dizzy the ordinary size plane looks compared to the Virgin one. Yay! So we're considering some crisp options, because as you'll soon see when we go on the flight, Michael has made sure we're well and truly covered for the sweets, but we've not so much got the savoury, so
a DIY pick and mix was made, and I'm quite proud of it. It's massive, but it's to do us for the return flight as well. So we're not
going to stuff. We're not going to stuff our faces with that. It's just as well it's in your carry-on and not your luggage to be taking up the weight. So we'll see what we pick. We're on the plane, yay! We're all settled in. We've been fairly early for getting on, so there's a lot more to come. However, it doesn't look like it's a full flight, so we'll see how long boarding takes, and then we'll be off skis. And they've said that it's an estimated 8 hours, whereas the initial thing was saying 8 hours 50, so that's a turn up for the books, and hopefully it's even quicker.
It's really important that your seatbelt is securely fastened. If it isn't, push the two ends together until they click. Then tighten it by pulling the strap, like this. In the upper class, seats are equipped with an additional shoulder harness that clips to the waist belt like this. You can open your seatbelt like this.
Enjoy your flight, and thanks for watching.
Drinks trolley has arrived. We Jack Daniels and Coke and some barbecue nipples.
But sadly, they're not doing the sour cream and chive pretzels. Sad. He's happy. I'm sad. Nice we treat ourselves. So Mike is playing his DS. He's brought with him. So he's got Pokemon on the go. And I am just gonna read my Kindle, I think, just for a little bit. And my phone has kindly reminded me that it's epic time. Yay! So it is food time. It's arrived. What you might notice is we have changed seats. There was a little bit of an issue with the family in front screens, so we just ended up shifting about so that they could all stay together. So we are fortunate we do have a spare seat here, but it just made life a little bit easier for them, so that worked well. So Mike is just tucking into his, so I'll spin you around. We've got the chicken and sunblush tomato sauce with garlic, potatoes and some green beans there as well. So it's pretty yummy. And then we've got a little salad pot. Mike loses his fork there. Crackers, cheese, and a little dessert pot too. So that looks pretty yummy. And we've just got the butter heating up on mine as well, because we've seen that in a few vlogs recently, and it's actually a really good idea to just soften up a little bit because they're absolutely solid at the moment. But yeah, that's the description of the food just there in case you want to read that. So we did pre-book this prior to coming because we'd had an email about it, but it doesn't seem to have followed through. We just got given the choice as normal when they came along with the trolleys, so I don't know if it was just in terms of them being able to sort of order enough that it works. You're waving your trident about? Paper forks. See how we get on. Kind of expecting there might be more by the time that we actually get nearer. was earlier as to the extent of Michael's pick and mix bag. Look at the size of this. It's ridiculous. It's got a good mix in it though. We've got some Percy Pigs, we've got some Rolos, we've got some Haribo, and then we've got some exciting little additions as well. You can fish one out. The dinosaur! Oh no, it's extinction all over again.
Tasty things.
So I've acquired some other headphones which I hope will work, and I'm thinking I'm going to give this a shot because I've heard some really good reviews about it, and I think it'll be a nice chill watch. Whereas Mike is more getting in the theme of Universal Monsters with this remake of Wolfman.
That'd be good reviews for that, obviously.
Figure it out, you don't need to pay for it. Magnum's a good alternative.
You love a Magnum?
Yes.
You've got it in the freezer.
I know. We'll need to seek out these Cornetto things otherwise. Oh well, we'll tuck into these.
In bed, not vegetable.
Oh god, they were awful. Absolutely awful. So there's no like cute presentation, but it's fine, it's the content, so we're interested anyway. So we'll give you a little overview. So let's start over with Mike's here. So we've got I think it's cream cheese and cucumbers in it,
yeah.
And then it's tomato and some cheese and some pesto, I think. A warm scone, it's a nice plain scone which is pleasant, and then we've got jam and some clotted cream. And we've got a wee half cup of tea. I've got a half cup of tea as well, so because there's turbulence, they're just being careful with what they're serving. We ended up with a second sandwich as well. And I got this wee one, which is a tomato and pesto wrap. So it seems like it's filled with couscous, looking at the back of it, so that's quite interesting. I'm feeling quite hungry for sort of savoury stuff at the moment, I have to say. I feel like being quite sweet overloaded, so I'm looking forward to having this. And I've got a wee scone as well, which we'll see if I do eat that just now. Cup of tea that I just need to add my milk to. So lovely. So this is what the inside of the wrap's looking like. So it's kind of a bit like having a bit of a sort of falafel wrap, I guess, in some respects. It's alright, but it's maybe got a little bit of a strange taste, as sometimes these sort of prepackaged things do. But it's filling a hole, which is great. What was pretty good as well is that they were offering out jam sandwiches, so I think that's typically for the kids' meal, but they were offering that to adults. I'm not sure if that's maybe just because they've got a bit of a shortage in terms of what they were serving today. But it was quite good that people were given that option. As I said, I was more feeling savoury, so I didn't opt for that myself, but it was good that they were offering it.
Here, imagination becomes reality as theme parks and attractions. Authentic experiences are found in our arts and in Orlando, opening for your visit, and everything that makes Orlando. Exit and follow the signs to make it
It's amazing!
A very long flight, and a very long
It was a perfectly fine flight. Where we're saying the first half was fairly sort of speedy, and then it kind of felt a little bit like a drag. The second half, the flight crew were absolutely amazing. we mentioned earlier that we ended up switching seats just because it's been sort of with other families so that we could stay together. It wasn't a bother for us, but the flight crew was so kind and kept some sort of thanking us that they sent us away with some
little bottles of wine.
And miniatures to say thank you.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, very kind of them.
Immigration, a couple of flights landed at the same time, and then it seemed to be finishing time for some of the guys that were checking the passport. So it started off with about 8 queues of checking, then it went down to 3 at the end. So yeah, it took a while, but we're here now. We're going to go get an Uber to our hotel. Fine, we're here. We're in Orlando. Epic store.
The closest we'll be getting to Disney on this trip probably is a big set for the character warehouse. That's hey home. Let's go.
So we just went downstairs to Terminal B and ordered it from Lyft because they were showing us cheaper than Uber were. So
Yeah, by about $10.
Yeah, so we have both apps and then we just double check which one would be the cheaper one, and this one was Lyft.
Just a top tip, we did try to go out and data was just not working. It was because not people that were there, so we're just inside the doors and the signal's a lot better. There should be Wi-Fi as well, so if you didn't have that option, then you'd be able to do the Wi-Fi and do that.
Very easy.
Yeah.
So it's going to be here in 7 minutes. And then
Yeah, which interestingly it's a message to say that the app's supposed to calculate traffic that doesn't exist, which is interesting. It probably bumps up the cost, but you know. But anyway, yeah, he said he's going to be here like around that day estimate, which is perfect.
and it was about £25 it came up on Starling app, so not too bad for that. And then yeah, it should be there pretty swiftly after that to Dockside, and we'll catch up with you there. Don't trip now. Here we go.
We definitely didn't just go all the way down the corridor and go past the room.
For no reason, no, it didn't happen. Don't know what you mean.
Welcome to my crib.
To pay your wacky bill.
There we go.
Here's our humble abode. We'll do a full room tour later on. But yeah, very nice. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Quick costume change. We are refreshed, 5 minutes in the room, and we're heading straight to Universal property. I'm going to grab something to eat and just have a little mosey around the shops. And we've never actually seen the Universal Arch without a Halloween Horror Night sign on it. So I actually want to get a picture of that just because I've never seen it before. So yeah, I'm just going to get the bus over to Universal and then
sort of see where we go from there, I think, because it is
half
8:30. Not all film, so yeah, we'll see. But obviously it's quite late at home.
I've still got a bit of energy.
Same, it doesn't feel like 1:30.
No. Since I've been up since about 6 o'clock in the morning, so yeah, just your standard travel day. Who needs sleep? Especially when you're here for this short period, you just
Exactly, we need to make the most of it, guys.
just going off vibes. Bus is here, perfect timing. Driver's doing his exercises.
So perfectly timed. We're on the bus and it's heading off right now. It's only 2 o'clock now, so
Yeah, 5 minutes. We're here! Right in the bus property.
I'm raging about it. No, delighted. I am starving though. Even though we ate well on the plane, but I feel like I need something substantial.
We are going somewhere for the first ever time.
Shockingly.
So, shockingly for the first ever time. So we'll see that in a minute. We're going to go get some pictures first, but then after that, good time.
delighted going to Epic Universe tomorrow, but we thought we'd swing into the tribute store. We love this t-shirt. It is $32 for anyone that's interested. And we've got some jumpers down here as well, photo frames, and a kind of spitted jersey type thing too. So the spitted jersey is $84 and the hoodie $69. And you know we love a magnet, so there's a little magnet pack here too, pretty cool. And that is $15 and some pin badges too. Lanyard, well, sort of stretchy card holders, lanyards, t-shirts, mugs and shot glasses. And we get to go in here tomorrow. What is that? I remember looking at this last September and it's just as spectacular, and we get to see the real thing. Since you're running about low on their one supplies, clearly very popular. Oh, we know where this is going. Don't know if these ones work with the sort of like the new gen stuff at Epic, potentially. I don't know. I don't know if I think you can probably use your existing ones, but it's just a case of you can get like the new ones which are fancier too.
Fancy ones.
Is it just the fancy ones? Yeah. Which look very cool, but we're not willing to pay that money for them. So they're now doing butterbeer chocolates as well, so that sounds amazing. It's like a filled caramel, presumably a soft caramel, not a toffee. Probably like a golden barrel in is it roses?
Yeah.
Roses. Nice. Oh, $20 though. Maybe not. Maybe not. We've got a little bit of a crossover going on here, I think.
I think John's would have made a great touch in Harry Potter.
Absolutely, yes.
Add him in.
Clearly is a time turner to get here. Yeah, this is super cute. I don't think it's lounge live, but it's like a version of, looks like it. Awesome. They do have plenty of Donkey Kong in here, but unfortunately they don't have the t-shirt that you are after, which is the cream one with the sort of sports baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, just need to look tomorrow. What a shame. Toothless popcorn bucket. How cute. He's so sweet. You open him up. His face. No. Oh, he's got little waggly ears. How adorable. So, $34.99 plus tax, presumably, for him. And you get your first fill of popcorn for free. It's a bargain, really. Ah, back of his head. Cutie. I think there's a sipper of this too, because we were half considering getting him, and we'll see. We'll see what happens.
So shockingly, we've never had Panda Express.
Can you believe it? It smells absolutely incredible. I'm so excited to dig into this. So we've got the Beijing beef, we've got the honey chicken, we've got super greens, white rice, orange chicken because we can't try it and not try orange chicken because that is the famous one, and we've also got sirloin steak, which looks super yummy too.
Just going to stuck into this and we'll see if everyone's right and it's the most amazing food. First bite of orange chicken.
Orange chicken, now this is totally fresh, just as we got there, so let's see.
Is it worth the hype?
Yeah. Yeah. That's really, really good. It doesn't taste orangey, it's just kind of like a nice sweet sauce. It's got a bit of a kick to it, which is pretty nice. Yum. Please do excuse the state of the receipt, but that came to $29.78 for those. So we went for the 2 entrees and a side for each of us, and we got a bottle of water as well. I would say for the food that we got, not bad, not bad at all.
I would say though, sesame chicken better than the orange chicken. I would say it doesn't get enough hype.
I think it's more our vibe though, isn't it?
Yeah.
However, I wouldn't say that it beats out the Yak and Yeti honey chicken for me.
Yak and Yeti is very supreme. Yeah. But I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, we'll definitely be coming back in the future, I think, to Panda Express. Pretty good value, delicious, hearty food. Can't knock it.
Perfect.
So we were considering a little dessert at Menchie's, but unfortunately it closed at 9 and we've just missed that because it's near, well, I say just, basically 10 o'clock at night at this point. So it's been a long travel day, but to be honest, with the amount of food that we have eaten, yes, with the amount of food that we have eaten today, possibly for the best. And we've got lots of eating to do over the next 2 days at Edinburgh as well.
Our travel day's not done yet. We're going to take a walk back towards the hotel and
Yes.
maybe go to Walgreens, pick up some water.
Yeah, so
we're going
just-
to do Walmart tonight, but kind of ran out of time, so we're going to do that tomorrow
Yeah.
or Friday after Epic. It just depends.
Yeah.
But
Plus
we're-
Walmart seems to be the one that we're looking at, seems to be closer to Epic anyway, so I think it'll all work out rather well. But yeah, we'll go to Walgreens just to pick up a few.
always water and stuff like that.
Yeah.
A few essentials. Some creamer because the stuff that Universal has in the
Oh,
room
it's
is
powder, it's
absolutely
crap.
disgusting.
It's rubbish, absolute rubbish.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
That's what it is.
So we're gonna head. If you get that reference, you can let us know down in the comments below. But yeah, we're gonna head back up. At the moment, if the bus is quiet, we might hop that. But given the amount of streaming people that are going out, maybe not.
But if we walk with them, we can check out the new sign and stuff like that. So.
We can indeed, that's a good point. Right, so we'll catch on it. It is absolute chaos, but you've got to love it. It's alive!
So our resort is just there, and just to the right there is Surfside, and then across the road, Walgreens. So we're just going to head across there and see if we've got some bottles of water, and see if there's any other things that take a fancy.
Yeah.
If you're thinking of leaving your suntan cream by until you're over here, $12 to $15 suntan cream.
Which, to be fair, with the prices at home at the moment, it's probably not much different by the time you convert it.
No. Yeah, just like Walmart, they've got you covered for all types of American sweets. Milk Duds, Mike and Ike's, Sour Patches. They've got all your bags of sweets as well. And if you want to take huge bags back, you've got family size, huge ones. Yeah.
Lots of choice. Sadness. They do have a space for the best M&Ms, the caramel cold brew ones, but unfortunately they're sold out because we know how good they are. We do fancy giving these ones a try, the peanut butter and jelly ones, but I think we'll wait until Walmart and see if we can get a bit of a better deal. If you fancy some Epic Universe merch but don't fancy paying Universal's prices, Walgreens have got you. Plus got plenty of all the other properties as well, so it's a worthwhile shout. It's the same in places like Walmart and Target. You can get pretty decent stuff. So got some Disney over here too, so if you're not looking to break the bank but you fancy some themed merch, they're a good shout. Fruit, one of the most expensive things you will come across on a trip to the States.
Back at the hotel. That's what it looks like when you walk in.
Do you think the Universal Valley resorts are pretty posh looking?
Yeah. So checking on the right, store on the straight ahead, which is now closed. Starbucks closed, and then you've got the food court there.
Which is open 7 AM till 11 PM. I believe you can also get pizza delivered to your room until midnight.
So I'll give you a bit more of a tour of that when it's open tomorrow.
So like Surfside as well, there is a game room in Dockside. And you just need your hotel key to get in. This is got here open 8 AM till 11 PM. So there's a few different things in there. Quite handy if you fancied having some time out, probably especially for kids to look for something else to do as well. And look, you can even wear craft mac and cheese. Help it escape. Right, so room tour time. Door, obviously, when you come in. And of course it's got a little safety bit about emergency exits, etc. Got the little do not disturb bit here. It automatically has a key in the bit for the lights, which is fantastic. It saves you having to faff about and trying to remember to pick up your room key. Light switch for the main light when you come in. Full length mirror, hello. And then we come around here and we've got the bathroom. So got a nice mirror with nice lights going on. Do excuse that we just kind of dumped everything here. Unfortunately, the shower gel did leak on us, so had to clean this stuff down. But good size sink. We've got some tissues here, towels, obviously. And there's a little bar soap as well over here. And hairdryer already attached to the wall. More towels and shelving. Got a bath, shower, going on in here. So that's the shower there, and then we've got the little pulley line if you need to hang anything up. And you then get a shampoo and conditioner as a liquid, but the body wash is just a physical soap. So if you are not a fan of that, make sure to bring your own with you. Out here we have a little sort of hanging space going on. So we've got hangers, we've got an iron, got ironing board, this contraption which I think is for putting your luggage on while you're sorting through it, a safe, so you set your code. We've got that shut at the moment because we whacked the passports in there earlier. So you get quite a decent number of hangers, which is good. And then at the top we've got some spare bedding as well. Thermostat on the wall here. We've got an adjoining room which is locked, and Mike's also chucked his suitcase in front of it just for equal measure, additional measure. My suitcase has just been shoved here just now, do excuse. And then it's a double queen size room. Sorry, I'm laughing because Mike's like trying to avoid getting in the way of the camera, so he's just sneaking about the room. Double queen room, pretty comfy bed. We've got the lights, little lamps overhead. We have got, 11:11, make a wish guys. We've got the alarm clock here. We have got some plug sockets, which is handy having that next to the bed. Got a bigger unit here. TV remote for the TV, which I'll show you in a moment. Window, which this one looks out onto Surfside. It's not quite right in the main road because of the building that we're in. So that's quite good that we're not directly on iDrive and getting that noise. Got the standalone lamp and seat. And then got TV, as mentioned. The general sort of unit, we've got a little sort of footstool thing here. We've got more storage in terms of drawers. So they are pretty decent size. Holy Bible, as always, in hotel rooms. Pretty decent size, there's 3 of them. We have got here the fridge hidden away. Again, fairly decent size. Now we've got our little, we did mention earlier in the travel day about we'd been gifted some wines from the cabin crew, which is very kind of them, so they've just been shoved in there for now. And then we have got the coffee maker over here. So it's little coffee sachets that you pop into this little basket up the top. We've got some disposable cups. They've not got reusable ones, unfortunately. And then they've got their little condiments sachets. It's got napkins, some cutlery, I think, as well, from what I can feel. And yeah, it's horrible powder creamer, which isn't very pleasant. So we've opted to get some liquid ones. We've got more plug sockets here. So we've got a proper plug. This switch does the lights overhead where I'm standing at the moment. And then we've got USB and USB-C as well. Think that, so we've then got a little, I think this is probably for, oh, that's for ice. So you can go get ice from the machines out in the corridor. Got little disposable plastic cups as well. And over here, we've got some information. So I mentioned downstairs about the fact that you can get pizza ordered to your room until midnight for them to deliver it to you, and to go pick it up, it's until 11 AM. So yeah, I did say about the quick serve being open 7 till 11, but you can't obviously get pizza at that time in the morning, unfortunately. They're not doing that as a breakfast option. And that's just got some general information about the hotel as well, so feel free to pause if you want to have a more in-depth look at that. And then you just got the telephone as well, which has got some important numbers there. And quite cutely, we've got a little notepad, that's sweet. And we will definitely be taking the notepad and the pen home with us, because why not? And that kind of concludes the very, very brief room tour. And we'll then give you a little look over what our purchases have been.
I like it, I like the room, I like the resort. It is different from Surfside, there is little differences.
Yeah.
And I think we obviously need to stay the next couple of days and see
what our thoughts are.
But
yeah.
First impressions are
pretty good.
Really
Definitely.
like
So with Surfside, before when we stayed there, we booked that with booking.com, so we did that independently. And today, because we had done it through a package deal with Virgin, it was a slightly different experience when we were checking in. So it was sort of usual typical information that they took. However, they basically take like a card for incidentals. So if there was like any damages or anything, or if you had charged anything to your room, they've got a card to charge that to. So today we were asked if we wanted to put that on a debit or a credit card, and you just tap that on their machines and it puts a 1 cent hold on your card. Whereas
as you said, it's the cheapest payment you'll make. The cheapest
payment we'll make on this trip, yes. Whereas when we've gone through booking.com, because I've used my card details directly with them, I'm sure they already had the card on file, so I don't need to do that. I can't quite remember. But either way, they take that, but they don't make any charge. However, I do say that I remember when we checked out Surfside the last time, I can't remember what it was, but there was a charge of some sort got held against. It was kind of like a pending payment, and then it dropped off. So it was fine in the end. But it's just worthwhile being aware. But they've said it's only 1 cent. That's what it pulled through as. So there shouldn't be any issue with that. But yeah, nice, clean, modern. They do a value resort really well, I think, Universal. It's obviously a very different style to like the Disney value resorts because of the way that they're laid out. But yeah, pretty happy.
Big Starbucks. Loads of food options if you're wanting to eat in a hotel.
Yeah.
And yeah, the gift shop's a good decent size as well.
We'll need to go have a little look at that tomorrow. But speaking of goodies, we'll give you a little look through what we've got today. So as I mentioned while we were in the bathroom there, we did have a bit of an incident with the shower gel. It leaked. Fortunately, we had to put it in a bag with toiletries so it's not leaked over any clothing or anything. So we just grabbed a mini shower gel because the big ones seemed extortionate and we're also behind locked cabinets, so we just got a little travel size one. Coconut and vanilla, it sounds rather nice. PB&J M&Ms, we saw a little pack of them, so we thought why not, we'll give them a little go, and if we enjoy them as we expect to, we will grab some when we head to Walmart over the coming days. We've also got some chewing gum as well because someone, i.e. me, managed to leave that behind on the plane, and it's just handy to have, especially with going to Epic Universe and planning to eat a garlic steak, which we have heard is very, very garlicky, so we may need something to cleanse the palate.
Oh, don't want to be stinking of garlic all day if you're having that earlier on.
No, but we'll scare the vampires away, so it'll work. And as well, we grabbed a big bottle of water and a rather ridiculously large bottle of creamer.
This is the one that Disney used to have. Hotels, coffee mate.
Well, they do still have it, but they don't put it in the rooms any longer. You have to grab it from...
It's a different brand.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a different brand.
Oh, yeah, so it is, yeah.
It used to be Coffee Mate in a lot of pods, and now it's a different
correct,
brand.
yes.
But they still have French vanilla.
In the canteen.
In the canteen.
Or in the quick service,
It used
rather.
to be Coffee Mate French vanilla.
Yeah.
We love this one. The stuff that they have for free here is the devil. You do not want to be putting that in your coffee, so... If you're staying here and you're going to use this coffee...
If you've not got that message already, I think that's about the third time that we're making this point.
Horrible.
So buy your own creamer. So yeah, this was ridiculous size.
$5 that cost.
Yeah.
We're going to use it every day.
We will. And the problem is if we then waited to go to Walmart, it's a bit late by that point. So we just kind of sucked it up and purchased it. So that was our mini Walgreens haul. And while we were at City Walk as well, we did do a little bit of shopping too. So we can't resist a shopping bag. So this is the first of probably many to be added this trip because there's ones for all the worlds. Now, big purchase that we got, power-up band to use in Super Nintendo World. Sorry guys, bear with. It's about back at 4 o'clock in the morning at home, so we are starting to kind of... Our bodies are shutting down a little bit. We opted for Donkey Kong because we kind of thought that was one of the coolest designs and we thought we would grab that tonight so we can get that set up and ready for tomorrow. Now this was what, $45?
Yeah.
So not the cheapest of things, but since we are heading to California and we're going to Universal Studios Hollywood where they also have Nintendo Lands, then yeah, we can use that there, so it's not just a total one and done.
And if we ever go to Japan, we use it.
This is very true. This is very true. And as well, I grabbed myself a little cap. Now I had been looking at the other one that's in this kind of colour that's got the more colourful emblem on it, but unfortunately they didn't seem to have it. And I kind of need a hat to protect my head when we go to Epic, since there's not really any shaded areas, we have heard. However, we do have a UV umbrella to help us with that. But anyway, purchased that, $25. Obviously that's pre-tax for both of those. We do have a receipt in here. Let me see. Oh no, that's the Walgreens receipt. Bear with me. Bear with. Universal receipts. So between those two items, that bag was $7.
Bargain. I think that's not too bad. That's about £5. That's about £4, £5.
Okay, we'll see how many others we gain. $7.
We'll be getting another 2 at least. Don't think we'll be getting the Harry Potter one, but we'll definitely be getting the Monsters one.
Yeah.
We'll definitely be getting the How to Train Your Dragon one. So we'll be coming home with 3 of them. So get used to it.
Right. You can buy that. I can buy your bank account. So $25 for the cap, $45 for the power-up band, $7 for the reusable shopping bag, coming to $77. There was $5.01 tax on all of that, so it came to $82.01. Now that converted to I think £60 and however many pence, so the exchange rate is pretty decent at the moment, which is helpful too.
Thank you, Mr. Trump.
Yes, it's an interesting time in the economy. So for Walgreens, it was a total of $17.52 including tax, and that converted to £12 something. £12.98, so not atrocious all in. And it's just a couple of things that we kind of needed.
Yeah, it's just a mini shop before we go to Walmart and get all the really stuff that we really want to take home.
Yeah, Walmart just would not have been the one tonight, I don't think. I think it would have been pushing ourselves a bit too far.
Yeah, I think we want to take our time in Walmart and enjoy it.
Definitely.
Who doesn't enjoy a Walmart shop? Like
Exactly.
you go in there and you have a look around. Whereas I think if we got there, it would have been about 10:30 and they were shutting in like half an hour then.
Yeah, and plus I was kind of really needing something to eat and feeling a bit like peaky. And I remember us doing that on our first trip together, which we didn't vlog, but we went on travel day and I was not feeling the best and it was not the most pleasant experience and I was like totally stormy. Anyway, don't need to go into that.
Hangry. She was very hangry.
Hangry and
Yeah.
So yes, that's it on the shopping front.
So that brings us to the end of another Orlando travel day. A very successful one, I think.
I think so too.
Flight was good.
Yeah.
Flight was on time.
It was, whereas the last couple of ones that have gone out of Edinburgh, they have been delayed, so we were slightly concerned, but no, perfect. Pretty smooth flight, as we say. It did feel like a little start to drag a little bit in the middle, but
In-flight meal was very tasty, so if you're going on the flight anytime soon, and that chicken and tomato sauce is chicken and garlic potatoes, they called it, with a sunblush tomato sauce. That's one of the options. Highly recommend.
yeah, it was very good.
Yeah.
The other option, I can't remember what I actually said, but it was basically a
Mac and cheese.
mac and cheese, but I think I had mushrooms as well.
I think it's
So-
spinach as well. Spinach and
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway.
The only thing I feel like we got a pretty poor high tea. No box. Some of the stuff was missing from it. And it was just sort of
It was a bit of a stramash. The scone was a bit
the
rank,
scone was
but
disgusting. I don't know what happened to it, but
it was fine. Like we got the sandwiches, which weren't the best, but it's just their standard ones that they have. The wrap thing that I had was a bit strange, but it was alright. But ultimately, like, it's fine. It wasn't. We wouldn't necessarily opt to buy those things, but it's included. It's good to have.
And then we got a Magnum.
Yeah, but we're really looking forward to the cornetto sandwich thing. But anyway,
It's still nice to have.
but all in, really good flight. The staff were really fantastic.
Yeah, no really big incidents on the plane. And I think the movie selection is quite good right now. There's something for everyone. There's a lot of horror movies on there, which is
So true. I think I did a bit of a scroll through, so that would have been earlier in the video, but you can also check the Virgin website. It'll have the listings for Vida, which is our in-flight entertainment. So you can have a little look beforehand. It's always quite handy so that you can know what you fancy doing, but there's plenty of TV, music as well, so
Yeah,
So yeah.
There's a lot of choice. There's some old school TV as well, like the IT Crowd, Peep Show, stuff like that. So if you just want some British comedy, that's all on there as well. So
yeah, easy watching.
Yeah.
So yeah, good flight. Immigration took a while, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah,
Bags were there when we got through.
It's just what your luck is at the time.
Yeah.
When you land, is it going to be really busy?
Yeah.
Is there going to be one flight or is it going to be two that all lands at the same time?
Yeah.
I think we just got a bit unlucky today with the timing of it. But yeah, overall, not too bad. And then
Uber,
super easy in terms
it
of
was
getting here.
just as I mentioned earlier, just be if your Wi-Fi data connection is given up on you, just step back into the terminal and that should then boot back in. If not, you can, I'm sure they do have Wi-Fi as well, which will help. It was a bit chaotic outside that bit. There was some staff trying to control the situation with a very loud whistle.
Yeah.
But they were doing the best that they could. I don't envy them having that job. But yeah, Uber driver was great and got us here smoothly, quickly. So can't knock it.
And then the bus was straight there to Universal.
Yep.
Wandered around, took a few pictures, went in the shop, seen what I've got, and then had a lovely tea at
Panda Express, which we will definitely be revisiting in future. So the hype is real, guys, and there's plenty of choice there. And it was quite handy as well, because we'd never actually gone up to that bit, that there is Burger King and
there's a Mexican place as well.
Moe's.
It's a Mexican.
So there's a couple bits that are in that same area. That there's indoor seating, there's outdoor seating too. Just obviously if it's been raining, it might be a little bit damp.
But I think if you wanted a value meal, we paid, once the exchange rate, you've seen the receipt, but I came to like £22 for 2 pretty large meals and then a pretty big bottle of water as well.
Smart water as well.
You can't beat that. When, if you say we went to Cowfish, for instance, we'd be paying £22 each for a meal.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want something that's just on the cheaper side, but very tasty, very substantial, then Panda Express. Would recommend the sesame chicken.
The honey sesame, it was very, very tasty. And just one little note as well, because I don't think we would have mentioned it. We didn't end up getting the bus because it was quite busy, and we've walked quite a few times between here and Universal. It takes about 20 minutes, I would say, or at this time of night it took us 20 minutes. If it's in the heat of the day, it might take you a little bit longer, just because it is obviously sun beaming down on you while you're doing that walk. But we would say
it's a nice walk.
It's a nice walk, so it's worthwhile considering. Obviously,
you go past a little pond that apparently has snakes in it, according to this one over here, when it was quite clearly a bird that was on the water. But
that may have been content that was cut from the last vlog series that Michael is referring to there. But yes, so it is an option to take that little wander back, so it's quite handy, especially if it's sort of park close, which we happen to sort of coincide with, because Islands had just closed at 10 o'clock. But yeah, Walgreens just across the road, pretty handy. I believe there's a 7-Eleven just that way, slightly further along behind Dockside too. So there's a few shops on the doorstep.
I do think Walgreens is slightly more expensive than, say, a Walmart for some stuff.
Yeah.
And obviously it's smaller as well, so you don't get quite as large choice. But if you just want to dip in and get something, grab something, it is there.
It's kind of like if you were at home, if you were going to like a mini version of a supermarket, it's going to be more pricey because it's the convenience factor, but it's good to have if there's something that you sort of more urgently need. So yes, that is a summary of travel day. If you have made it through to this point, well done.
And thank you very much.
Thank you very much for watching. As always, if you've enjoyed this video, we would very much appreciate if you could like it. If you want to see more from us, hopefully, hit that subscribe button as well if you haven't done that already, because we will have the rest of our trip to come. And our vlog next week is going to be pretty epic, if you say so. I think it's our first day at Epic Universe. Yeah, I think out of all the vlogs we've done so far, this is the one that I'm most excited for, because this is something completely new for us that we've never seen in Orlando, and we're brand new park. It's got 4 theme bands that we absolutely love. We love How to Train Your Dragon, we love horror movies, Universal Monsters, we've seen all the movies, love Harry Potter, and we love Super Nintendo. So this is going to be pretty much wall-to-wall smiles
all the way around, even if the wait times are
Yeah.
large. But you'll see that next week, what we get up to.
You will indeed.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed all goes well. But yes, I think we are pretty done in. So we're gonna sign this vlog off
And go get some sleepies.
and get some sleep.
Yeah.
Thank you again, and we will catch you
On the
super
next
soon.
one. Bye.
Bye.